This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is... They'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard
line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
19. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 54. It's free. Defense wins championships, baby. Run left. Lucky.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day. Slam, slam, slam.
Alert, 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 alert.
Truck.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, rocket. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Rashad Penny, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
36 power. SOS. 4 down.
They'll run it. This is Prosise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Chiefs 7.
On second down, Williams. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
It's a gain of a yard.
15, 15.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes, and it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. No. Off. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
14.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Kill. Turn it.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Trick right.
He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Go 14. 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Let's 57. Alpha. Get this.
Yellow.
Mike, 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. It's complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. 53 to Mike. 50. 65.
Front left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, Mahomes.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jaron Reed able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tempo.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 36.
Now it's Carson. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
53 at the mark. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 52. Let's go. Come on. Left pass. Left pass.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Come on. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They run for it with Carson, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Penny. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
53's the mic. 53.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 37 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.